What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the moves in the markets, the volatility. We're going to be taking a look at those hype stocks. We're also going to be taking a look at our favorite silver stocks as they're finally shining. We saw this whole thing unfolding on Reddit over the last couple days. You guys know that I've been a long-term gold and silver bull. More specifically, I've been talking about how bullish I've been on silver over gold. I've been talking about how 70 to 80% of my new positions have been in silver companies. So it's nice to see that finally come true one way or the other. I didn't know it was going to happen this way, if this is how the silver run is going to happen. But so be it, guys. I just believe in the fundamentals. So if this just speeds the whole thing up, sure. But I've just been long on silver for quite a while. So definitely happy to see it. For any of my subscribers who, took a liking to silver, congratulations if you do own a lot of the silver stocks that I've been talking about, or the ones that I own. But anyways, it's not, I'm not surprised this has happened. I'm happy that it's happened. But when you stick with something and it happens, it's all like you almost expect it to happen. So anyways, we'll get into that later on in the video. And these are market minutes. This is your daily recap. So we will be recapping basically everything that happened on the trading day. So let's get into it, guys. And the last thing I will say is if you do support me, the channel, all the videos we put out, all the interviews that we do, then kindly explode that like button, get this channel to 32,000 subscribers, along with cashing that subscribe button and ringing the market bell for notifications on future videos. If you want to know about the future videos that we put out, we did put out 2 videos today, one really good interview with Victory Square Technologies and one really good interview with TriStar Gold. Tomorrow we will be dropping a few other interesting videos. Pretty much this whole week it's going to be packed. Tomorrow we're putting out video on some esports companies, so stay tuned, guys. Anyways, let's get into comment of the day. So the MindMed interview did get almost 5,000 views, which is pretty good. And at the same time, the stock closed in the green, up about 6 cents, so up over 1%. Investors seem to have digested, the news pretty decently, which is pretty good. I mean, it didn't close red, it didn't tank, so I personally think JR was trying to be transparent. He messaged me for the interview and, he wanted to do it. So I take that as him being proactive and trying to be transparent. So I appreciate that. Brady Loneheart, we're going to read some comments now. For all the folks disappointed in the future, lower your expectations for interviews. At the very most, CEOs will only ever give you a vague hint. If the company had news to release, they would put it out in a press release. Thanks, Aaron. Primo Nemo, it was comforting to hear his reasoning behind the share sell-off. I feel like that was a big influence in its decline in the last few days. And then, of course, we did get a bunch of comments saying, oh, JR seemed tired, and he did seem tired. And, it's probably not easy for him to talk about something like this, especially knowing that a lot of you guys follow him. And, of course, I follow him too so closely when it comes to that. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And the fact that, like I said, MindMed closed in the green today, I do feel a little bit better about things. So last comment I'm going to talk about is from Ian. Great interview, Aaron. Amazing of JR making himself available for these. JR is trying to be transparent as legally possible. I personally am not rattled at all. The man decided to pay himself after getting his company off the ground. Set himself 6 to 12 months. He will likely regret selling. But just like you and I, he has bills to pay and a family to feed. Can't wait to purchase some MMED merch and support a good cause. I also appreciate JR speaking to people invested for the right reasons. We believe in the science and the mission, and it's nice to be able to go to the community, get their concerns, and then ask him in an interview. It's a great feeling, and big shout out to our Reddit community as it's on fire, growing like crazy. I believe we're almost at 8,000 members now for MindMed on Reddit, with some amazing artwork and some really funny videos that you guys have posted recently. I actually want to bring this up real quick. We're just going to go to Reddit, just show you guys a few funny things. This is a really funny one. Put some respect on our co-CEO, Stephen L. Hurst. So here's JR's most recent picture. I love how he even posted it on his Instagram. It's now his profile picture. And he's got a MindMed bicycle. This I thought was hilarious, guys. We got to watch this just for 2 seconds. There we go. Hopefully soon. JR sold some shares to pre-test the flight to the moon to make sure we can get there comfortable He's building space rockets as we speak, including some space hand lotion for our weary diamond hands. This may take some months or years, but please keep up the good vibe. So that's what the Reddit community is all about. Anyways, guys, that's it for comment of the day. That's it for your daily entertainment. I will be dropping a new video on Departure stocks now, probably a follow-up video to the silver video, just talking about, my favorite silver picks now after the rally, the ones I was looking at. Just a follow-up video to all of the volatility. This is going to be more of a recap, but let's get Departure stocks to 4,000 subscribers. We're almost there. So now I want to talk about a few things, guys. So like I said, MindMed did close in the green. It had a nice bounce today. The only stock that outperformed MindMed was actually Cybin, I believe that was. But we'll just put it there in red. And then the rest, Compass, Numi, Madison, Red Light Holland. MindMed outperformed all of these stocks by at least 3%, 4%, and in some cases even the double digits. So that's nice to know that MindMed is one of the top performing stocks today. And it closed in the green after, JR talked all about his share sale. So we just got to get over this and not put too much emphasis on this at this point and look for the company to execute. Now, that's really what I'm looking for. PR, execution on what they said they're going to be doing, updates, future catalysts. Hopefully the sector heads higher. We thought we were getting that breakout, and then we got stopped. So anyways, let's see what's going on for Lightlink. Now, I want to update you guys on Lightlink. I do have some news. The stock is down 14% or 2 cents per share, but they did announce a share consolidation, which is essentially a reverse split. It's a 2.5 to 1 reverse split. So tomorrow you're probably going to check in your account and say, oh my gosh, Lightlink's trading for 28 cents per share. What's going on here? But you're going to have less shares. So just letting you guys know that that's exactly what's going on. And I don't know if that's why the stock sold off today. Maybe investors, were unsure about this split or this reverse split and why it happened. I'm trying to get an interview for Lightlink, so we'll see if we can get their CEO on talking all about the company, their plans, what they're up to. They've been releasing some pieces of news, a letter of intent to acquire part of one of Canada's premier crypto exchanges. So looking forward to that, and still bullish on Lightlink. If it trades around 12, might pick up a little bit more. We'll see how it goes, guys. So now let's go to Kitco. So the run on silver won't squeeze bullion banks. The silver market is seeing a historic run with price pushing to an 8-year high as organized retail investors buy the precious metal en masse. However, some analysts note that the surging price action might not be sustainable. In a report published on Monday, Bernard, a precious metal analyst at Naxos, said that the new interest in silver could harm the precious metal's long-term potential. While the silver is holding on to strong gains on Monday, the market is well off its highs, above $30 per ounce. March silver futures last traded at $29.04 an ounce, up nearly 8% on the day. So I do feel like the manipulators will move in at these higher silver prices. And I do feel like we need to get over $30 per ounce. So let's see what Jim Wyckoff had to say. So silver futures prices are trading sharply higher, and overnight hit an 8-year high of 30.35. Basis March COMEX futures, but backed well off of the high midday US trading Monday. Retail traders emboldened by social media chat rooms are working on a short squeeze in the market, meaning trying to force traders short the silver market to capitulate. Gold is following silver higher and is also seeing a bit of a safe haven buying amid a recently wobbly US stock market. April gold futures were last up $13. So the problem with this is it's going to take a lot to squeeze these silver shorts, a lot more than GameStop, in my opinion. It's going to take a lot more capital for that. So hopefully you guys can, sell all of those hype stocks and move into some real stocks like the precious metal sector. I'm just joking, but that's not financial advice, but that'd be great if that would happen, because I'd feel a lot better about buying silver stocks even after this run, as opposed to those hype stocks with very little fundamentals behind them. That's just my opinion, guys. If you're holding GameStop, you've made money on GameStop, congratulations. It's not my type of trade. Silver explodes. These silver miners are seeing the best gains. Reddit's silver short squeeze move has been mainly focused on buying up physical supply. Still, the rally is spilling over into miners as a new wave of investors begin to look at the lagging silver market. New wave of investors. I've been talking about this forever. About time you guys finally play catch up. So is the planet running out of silver? How will demand be met? Randy Smallwood answers. I've talked about silver for years now, if you really think about it. One of my first interviews was Keith Neumeyer, CEO of First Majestic Silver, when I was still on my bottom floor condo with no view, with a vase in the background with some sticks in it. It's nice to see silver shine for sure, but let's take a look at the silver stocks. And it's obvious, like, we've known this, but the miners offer a fairly leveraged play on the actual price of silver. So let's see where silver closed at. 29.23. Silver closed at 29.23. The chart actually looks pretty good. If you can get above $30 and hold, I would say that that's a significant level for silver to get above. We traded 29 earlier in 2020, but we'll see if we can get there. I don't think the short squeeze has begun. I just think that they're pushing the price up. I think if we get into the mid 30s to 40s, then the shorts are going to start to get concerned. If more and more and more retail money is flowing into this sector, I don't think they're going to be able to just skyrocket it. Not to say it couldn't happen, but that's just my opinion. I think it's going to take time, and people are going to actually need to hold on to this trade. See, I've held on to my silver stocks for years, so I don't think that's going to happen. Like, millennials are not going to be able to hold on to their silver stocks, not even for a week, let alone a couple months to actually have this short squeeze happen. Like, we might see higher silver prices. The short squeeze might occur, but that's one of my biggest concerns. I'm in this for the long term, but how many people have my mindset? You know, I've been talking about silver stocks for the past couple of months when they've been going down, just saying I want to buy them. But a lot of people don't have that mindset. A lot of people think that they can go to this sector this week and make some money, and then go to this sector the next week and make some money. And so anyways, guys, the best performing stocks on the day, Silver One Resources is the best performing stock. That's one of my biggest positions in the silver sector. First Majestic doing really great. Aftermath Silver, also one of my biggest positions in the silver sector. Endeavor's having a great day, up 20%. Impact Silver up 19%. Fortuna closing the day up 18.5%. So let's look at some of the charts here. Silver One closing at 90 cents, hitting fresh 52-week highs on the day. So fantastic run for that. One stock, however, that I did want to talk about was Gatos Silver, and this thing opened up 75 or more % on the day and closed up 12. So holy smokes, I took my profits on Gatos. Not today, unfortunately. I wish I took my profits today. I was a little bit too early, but I do like this company under $20 per share. I'm still a little bit weary. I feel like it could pull back a little bit. If it pulls back into the $16, $17 level, I'll be more bullish on it. Silver One, I would be careful, especially after that 28% run, but it's definitely nice to see it. I think that Silver One inevitably will be a $1 or more stock. Eric Sprott owns a ton of it. I identified that a long time ago, really like that. He owns quite a substantial position. First Majestic Silver, as we know, the First Majestic cult continues to push this higher. Keith Neumeyer has a tremendous following. The company now has a $5 billion market cap. It's awesome to see it grow. Aftermath Silver. I'd say Aftermath Silver and Impact Silver have, proven to be two really interesting stocks to really leverage the moves in the silver market by like 2 to 3 times. We're getting like a 2 to 3 times leveraged move in the price of silver. I'm super happy that Aftermath is finally running again. I knew that this thing was a steal below 90, below $1. I just didn't have the funds to add to it, but already have a substantial position. So I'm very happy to see this run. Very happy to see Impact run. Fortuna Silver, very happy, up 18.5%, back up to almost $12 per share. So it's been an awesome run. I will, however, now say that, at $30 per ounce, I'd say it's a very crucial level to watch for silver. We might hold it and shoot much higher, or we might not and fall back into the mid-20s. That is a threat. Silver has ran, I believe it is 3 days in a row now, so be careful, guys. Be careful, because these pullbacks will happen as fast as the rallies, and we have had very tremendous rallies for some of these stocks. So they are looking a little bit overbought, so be cautious about that. If we do get that run for the psychedelic sector and the other stocks that I'm looking at, specifically Lightlink, if I can manage to squeeze out some gains in those sectors, and then we get a little bit of a pullback for the silver stocks, I'll be buying those up like crazy. But so far, like I said, I can't complain. MindMed's starting to recover. silver stocks are doing good, but I wish that we got that rally for psychedelics, sustained rally, and then I would have been able to transfer some more capital into the silver sector. But anyways, it can't always happen exactly how you want it to, and still up on those positions. So we're gonna wrap up this video. I do want to say, however, those 6 silver stocks for the new bull market, the new Reddit bull market, it is a pretty good video because I talk about my 6 favorite silver stocks, but I will be making another video, follow-up video, like I said, on departure stocks regarding silver stocks, as that seems to be the talk of the town. And I don't really talk too much about AMC or GameStop or any of those others. I do know that they were much higher in the morning and they sold off throughout the day. Actually, there was one other company I did want to take a look at the close, and that was, of course, TAT Lifestyle and Wellness. So it did close at 388. It shot up very high today. It did get as low as 320. So my limit order was set for 3 and it didn't get filled. So I'll just see what happens. Tomorrow might very well be another green day. So we'll see what happens for TAT. Of course, if you watch my video on Departures Capital, you'll know that TAT was on the guy who did the whole GameStop things watch list. And there was a picture of it. So of course it's speculation, but TAT ran 48% today, so that's pretty awesome. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments what you think. We will have another draw for the MindMed merch, so let me know that you want to win MindMed merch, and some of our viewers should have received their MindMed merch. So anyways, that's it. Always remember, Departures Capital and Departures Stocks are for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.